EA. Before we head out to the course, let's create your golfer. Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour, the exclusive home of powered by official PGA Tour ShotLink and TrackMan. As your golf game improves, so does your The tee is yours at 30 of the world's. Customize your experience by select your gameplay preferences here. That's it. Now take a minute to look around or select Quick Play to get out to the course.
From Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joined by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, the setting here at Augusta National, as always, is ideal. You could just sort of sit and watch and soak it all in. But you have to get out there and play. So what are the keys to being successful here?
Getting used to the uphill and downhill lies. And you see that on what is regarded really as the most perfect par 5 ever created. That's 13. Because if you had a nice tee shot and you're going to go for that green across the tributary of Rays Creek, then you better used to be having the ball above your feet. And, of course, then you get to 16, and I'm going to steal a line, from the great Vern Lundquist. Yes, sir. And, yes, sir, you know you're playing a beauty.
that a very good start to this final round, and we're off and running here at the Masters. Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. From about 8 feet. Oh, well, that is not what you want to see in the first hole. He's already thinking this better not be one of those days. Range leads to an opening 5. Moving on to the 575-yard par 5 second at Augusta National. One of 2 par 5s on this first 9. Reachable in 2 for many in the field, but the green is protected by large, deep bunkers. And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. Well, downhill, Frank, want to play the ball, what, a little further back in the stance, take a club less? Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. Okay, so not the smooth start he was looking for. It's back-to-back bogeys to get the round underway. Onward now to the classic 350-yard par 4 third hole here at Augusta National. Best probably to hit short of the 4 fairway bunkers and then have a full shot into this green, which slopes right to left. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. "75 yards, the distance remaining here for his second to this par 4.
Short game early in the round has definitely been an issue.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Oh, no. No. Okay, still searching for that first par. Bogeys at 1 and 2, and now a double here at the third. 4 over through 3 holes. Now to the fourth, an excellent par 3. This requires a solid, pure strike. You can't fake it on this hole, and you're happy to walk away with 3. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
Well, it'd be easy to say it's a poor shot, but really, thick lie, and you've got to be gentle with that. Got to keep the club moving and just allow the loft to get the ball out of the grass, hit the putting surface, and triple down.
That's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green. That is a welcome par. We move now to hole number 5, Magnolia, a par 4 at a stout 495 yards. Avoiding the 2 deep bunkers left of the fairway is a must, but a sloped green full of little hollows makes getting an approach to birdie range no small feat.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
So he will finish that off. It's a bogey 5 here at number 5. We make our way now to the 180-yard par 3 sixth. Second par 3 on the first 9 here at Augusta. Elevated tee looks down on a 2-tiered undulating green that will absolutely test you. that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Clean lie here for his second to the par 3.
At the previous hole, especially when you get a shot like that.
So that not his best, and this part of his game has been disappointing to say the least today.
It certainly has, and sometimes you just get too much going on upstairs. You know what I'm talking about. So you don't focus on what you need to do.
Nope, that's going to run out of steam. That will be a 3 over on the scorecard for this hole. Time to pick up and move on. On to hole number 7 now. A par 4 at 450 yards. It's one of the narrower holes on the course, so precision is more important than power off the tee. The second shot is no bargain either, with a total of 5 bunkers neatly surrounding a fairly small green. All right, in the fairway. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there.
Over for the day.
We move now to the 8th here at Augusta. This is an uphill 570-yard par 5. Avoid the fairway bunker off the tee, and reaching into is definitely a possibility. Not where you want to be on a par 5. That's into the bunker off the tee, and there's a giant lip on this one as well. Okay, that's a good, safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and gets it to try and make a good third on this par 5.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Oh, and that runs out of gas far too early. That is not where you want to leave the golf ball. Nope. Safe to say Augusta National may not be as simple as it looks when you watch on TV. That is in for double bogey. We wrap up the first 9 with the tough 460-yard par 4, known for a treacherous 3-tiered green that slopes sharply from back to front. Approach shots here that don't have enough carry could also wind up rolling a good 30, 40 yards or so back down the hill. This is going to be a beautiful drop down the hill into the big clearing. And it'll set up a good look at this 9th green. Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Oh, no, just a lack of concentration there. It'll cost him. Okay, so it's a bogey for him here at the 9th. And that will finish off what was a difficult first 9 here at Augusta National. Second 9 begins with a downhill 495-yard par 4 featuring a 60-yard long center bunker short of the green. The first hole until 1935, number 10 traditionally plays harder than any other hole here at Augusta National.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Time to move on to the next hole. We move along to hole number 11 here at Augusta National. Now at 520 yards, a par 4. This tee box shifted a bit to the left in 2022, which lengthened the hole a good 15 yards, so that now navigating a tee shot down the right side brings more risk into play.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the 3rd shot. Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. It's always painful. Just another couple of rolls and drops. Safe to say Augusta National may not be as simple as it looks when you watch on TV. That is in for double bogey. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek. You're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and 2 behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. Now, from short range, a second.
Been there, done that. It doesn't feel good, especially when they're just short little shots around the green. It feels terrible.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Oh, that's pretty well gauged right there, Frank.
Maybe a small victory, but he'll only drop 2 shots.
Well, all you need to play golf is good health and a bad memory. Another misstep there, a double bogey. This 13th tee box, one of the favorite spots for all the golfers. It's a respite. It's very peaceful back there. Chance to gather your thoughts and then maybe gather some momentum, turn one over off the tee, and then turn on the jets, maybe make eagle here. Okay, playing this par 5 a little cautiously, but this beats some of the alternatives. It is safely in the fairway. Well, that is the cardinal sin, isn't it, here at 13, coming up short, and now you're in Race Creek. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5. This is a 19-foot putt. Has gone right on this hole, but that's just about a perfect read. Safe to say Augusta National may not be as simple as it looks when you watch on TV. That is in for double bogey. On to the 440-yard par 4 14th, the only hole at Augusta National without a single bunker. The terraced green is the challenge here. And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14. So that one, Frank, came out way too high.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts, maybe 3 from where he is.
Oh, and he didn't hit that squarely at all. Can't leave it that short, can you? Didn't go your way. It happens in golf, so just pick up and move on. On to the final par 5 of this section.